Welcome to Off the Scale with Alison. Each week I set one small intention for my mind, body, or soul, and they are to support my weight loss journey on Wegovy. Last week my intention was to increase hydration, and starting the day with a glass of water really helped me just feel better in myself, helped with my energy, and I also had my trusty drink bottle, which I would fill up, and I felt really great just to know that I'd drank the glass of water and then I'd drank a full bottle as well. Even though those two didn't add up to 2 liters of water, I knew that just getting that full glass of water and my drink bottle was a really great start, and then I could add to that throughout the day. And I hope that the intention worked well for you, and I hope that you felt better by doing it. This week's intention for week 5 is to get my body moving every single day. And for me, that is some sort of exercise or movement. It could be either. So that could include going for a walk, it could be going to one of my Reformer Pilates classes, or it could just be parking further away so that I have to walk further. Some days I will go for scheduled exercise. So that could be one of my classes that I do at the gym that I've recently joined up to. So like a Reformer Pilates class. Other days, as I said, it could be going for a walk. But then on the other days, I really want to make sure that it isn't just around those really structured completing exercises. So it could just be, as I said just before, parking when you're going to the shops or you're going to work, parking further away so that you have to take extra steps to get there. Or if the weather's really crappy and you don't have a gym that you're joined to attend, it could be walking around your house or walking to the letterbox multiple times. It could be walking to the clothesline, whatever that is for you to get in some extra movement. And that's what I'm also going to be incorporating into my week. Exercise isn't something that we all love, and that's completely okay. We just need to remind ourselves the why of doing the exercise and getting ourselves moving. It could be so that we can play with the kids or the grandkids. It could be about being able to walk up a set of stairs without losing your breath. And I'll say, yep, that was me, a year and a half ago. And another option could be a reason why, which again was me, was the health history in my family and keeping that in mind. And so using those whys can help you get moving, because sometimes we really need those to help us have that motivation to get started and to keep going. To make this work for me this week, I'm going to schedule 3 times of adding exercise into my calendar. And that's to help with, working it around my work schedule and just my busy schedule in general. And that will be exercises such as, going to a specific class, going for, a really long walk, or jog, whatever that may be. And I'm going to schedule those 3 into the calendar so that I 100% know that they're locked in. And then on the other days when it might be that I'm a little bit busier or it's just an in-between day, I'm going to make sure that I do other things of moving my body. So it could be some stretching, it could be going for a smaller walk. Again, like we were talking about earlier, it could just be that when I go to work, I park further away so I get more steps in. Could be taking the stairs instead of taking the elevator. Just trying to think of those ways to get more things in. And for myself personally, my jobs all pretty much I'm sitting all day. So again, on one of those off days, and I really should do it every day anyway, it could be setting a timer on my phone so that I'm getting up in between when I'm working and doing some stretches or going for a walk to the tea room, whatever that may be, but getting myself moving more so that I'm just not sitting all day. Like, that's what my job is, unfortunately. I'd love for you to join me this week, and your version of movement might be completely different to what I've spoken about today, but it's what works for you and it's what gets you moving. I'd love for you to join me this week. Your version of movement might be completely different to mine and might be none of the things I've just spoken about, but that doesn't matter. That's not what it's all about. It's about what works for you, and it's also about what feels good for your body. Don't forget, even if you despise exercise, you need to remind yourself of the why. Sometimes we have to do things that we really don't like, but it's the why that gets us moving and keeps us focused on getting it done. So if that's you, and I completely get it and I completely understand, find your why. What is going to get you up and get you moving, and really focus on that this week. Pop it in your calendar, do whatever works for you to get yourself up and moving. If you're enjoying these weekly intentions, don't forget to subscribe. You can do that just below so that you'll get the next intentions video when it comes out. And you can also follow along on my Wegovy weight loss journey. I love to have you along, and I appreciate you being here. If you'd like to start the weekly intention video from the beginning, I'll pop that one just up here. Or if you'd like to have a look at my Wegovy weight loss journey, I'll pop Wegovy week 1 up here. I look forward to seeing you for week 6 intentions. Thanks again for being here. Take care and have a great week.